Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm your host, Fog. Thank you for joining another episode here on Battle Gamers. And today, it's another new release for the Infinity Game Table this week. Yes, they've done Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and they finally hit a Tuesday. Today's game is that tower defense game, Tower Strike, that I had mentioned in yesterday's video of the new release on Monday. Which was a little bit disappointing in a way. You know, blackjack again, not to dwell on that, but was not exciting. But they did bring it today. They brought that Tower Strike game from Mindsculpt, and I believe this is an exclusive for the Infinity Game Table. I cannot find it anywhere else. I cannot find much on Mindsculpt either, Mindsculpt Interactive. And what is on their website that talks about this game, it's in conjunction or was developed by Paradox Custom Software Development. And that is a company that specializes in creating games or software for companies or, you know, somebody it's a work for hire studio. So they developed the game, I believe. Mindsculpt is the IP owner. They're the publisher as well, here in this case to the Arcade1Up Infinity Game Table. It's kind of a whole big thing, but it looks like it's at least to my knowledge, the first paid third-party game that's exclusive to this table, or it's only available on the Infinity Game Table. I know that's a lot. Pandemic was, you know, obviously available on other platforms, but it was third-party developed and all that stuff and published. So this is the first one that's only on here. It was $7.99. And essentially what I can pull from one of their little ads here that's running is that this was for Black Friday or upcoming for Black Friday. It says special pricing or early pricing, $7.99. It's not a pre-order. The actual game's available. And let's take a look at it right now. It's not a traditional tower defense. It's a tower defense, but it also has components of a board game in it. So it is kind of neat, and it is very unique to this table in the sense of I've not seen this before myself. I'm sure that there's mechanics out there or games that do have this, but I thought it was pretty nice. It's a pretty basic layout here, as you can see. That's your home button to get out of the game. There is no gear icon right now, but when you are playing a table or a map, there are the settings that you can have there. They did go all out and support the haptics or the vibration of the table, which is nice to see. There is a two-player game right now, and it is co-op, but they're looking to support four-player here down the road. That's what their statement says on their description of the game. And they're also going to continue to add, now whether it's paid or free, new maps to the table, to the game itself for the table. So let's just take a look at one here. There's a couple different variants. You can see a snow field. You can see kind of a regular field, you know, some bridge work stuff where there's a choke point. And then even this like nocturne village, which is kind of in the evenings. We'll take a look at that one. It's in the center. So it loads up. It gives you some points to be able to buy resources. So you can choose here. I'm going to go easy right now. You're going to go one player, but you could do two. See the little guys start to roll in. And that's their turn. My turn jumps in. You get 5 cards. They're either going to be reload or strike. You have an option over in this area, some information. Number 1 is the gear icon. So you can turn vibration on and off. You can see how to play. You can go back to the main screen. You can go all the way to the dashboard. You have your sound effects and your music you can turn on and off. You have the enemies round, so how many waves there's going to be. And then you also have your information here, like buying and selling, or buying right from here, and then you can sell from the board itself. And then you have your coins that you gather, and you have the blue chips. So if we go in, let's just go ahead and buy a tower. Costs 3 points or 3 coins. I'm going to drop that tower right here in the first spot. And I'm going to call that done because there's nothing more that I can really do. I got to wait for them to get up there. If you tap on each of the characters, you can see... Oops. Is it going to do it? Maybe I did it. Maybe they got to get a little bit further up here. Oh, I think I have to end the turn. Sorry. So we'll let them go. They're going to make their way up. Now it's my turn, but I can tap on one of them and you can see what their health is, what their max moves are, what their defense is, and what their rewards are. So you get 1 gold. They take 1 die of defense, or they have 1 die that they roll for defense. They have 1 point of health, and they have 5 spaces they can move. So you do see the dice rolling in this, and we'll get a chance to see that here now. We can also look at the tower, and we can see we can sell it, and it gives us X amount back, or we can buy upgrades as we get more coins to be able to upgrade the towers as well. But for now, let's see if we can't do a strike first. You can kind of take it in order. No, they're too far out of range right now. So, and I just have enough to buy another tower, so I'm going to drop a tower right here. And then we will hit done, and in turn, let them kind of roll around. You do get different enemy types. They're not all the same. So now we've got them all in position. We can fire on any of them. It's our turn, so let's do a strike. You can see it's highlighted in blue. I'm going to hit this guy right here. The dice will roll because the tower has 2 die. The enemy had 1 die for defense. And then you can use another card. You can use all your cards in 1 turn. I can use this one to strike here, and we'll hit the guy in the front. Again, same amount of defense and attack. We can continue to get our gold over here, and then what we can do is reload our towers. So this is kind of a little cumbersome, but it's an interesting mechanic in there, is reloading. It's in some tower defense games it's done by a time, component, but here it's just a manual reload of a card. If you do use all the cards, which I can't do that here, you get a whole nother set of 5 each turn. So let's go ahead and add one more. We'll add a crossbow tower in, and we'll call it good. Now the game, I would imagine, probably can take anywhere from, on easy, maybe around 20 to 30 minutes. On hard, you might be stretching it into that 30 to 45 minute range, somewhere in there, maybe on normal hard. Let's see. So now we've got a lot of strikes. We can take advantage of that. So we'll hit the guy in the front as he's getting away. Now, I was blocked on that one because, again, the crossbow doesn't have as much of an attack, so it only has 1 die to be able to roll on there. And let's see. So we can still fire it again. Now, if I'd upgrade the tower, then it'd be a little bit easier, obviously. And we don't have enough coins, I don't think, yet to upgrade. But we do have to reload, and then that's it. And then you just continue on. So that is basically the idea of the game. There's a lot of strategy, I'm sure, here. I've only had a very little bit of time to play around with it today. I do these on my lunch break when I've got the chance. And they do put a new game out, but I'm super excited that they put this game out. This game is really fun. It's taking advantage of the tables, specific features. It feels like a nice experience. It was $7.99. Felt far better about spending the money on that than the blackjack one. Although, again, the blackjack one, some people may like blackjack, number one. Some people may like the experience of like it's sitting around a casino table feel, and that 4 players can play all at one time. There's all sorts of different ways to look at it. Nothing's the right. It's buy what you like, buy what you feel is the best. But this one I really enjoy. I think this is probably, just right off the bat, one of my favorite games out of the 50 plus games that they have. I like that Mancala a lot. But this one, Pandemic, what was it? Trouble from Hasbro. I like that. Game of Life was kind of okay. But yeah, this is definitely one that I like here. I would definitely, I'm going to say that I'm happy I purchased it. Whether you want to purchase this game, you like this kind of a gameplay or not, I think this is unique. This is nice. And it's something I haven't seen anywhere else, not on a mobile phone, not on any other device, in terms of the game itself. You may see it down the road, but right now it's on here. It's on your Infinity game table, which is awesome. And I hope they do more of that. And, definitely appreciate them putting, number one, the developer and the publisher kind of taking a chance on it. Number two, for for Arcade1Up making the table and getting support for it. That's always going to be a big plus, and we'll definitely praise it when it needs it, and maybe give it a little bit of a a sour face when it deserves it. So we'll continue to keep checking these out. I'm happy another one came out this week, and looking forward to playing it. So again, folks, thank you for watching. I try to make these shorter. I hope you enjoy these. Definitely, if you do, give them a like. And like I've said, dislike doesn't really do much for you anymore, so everybody should be liking it. I appreciate that when you do. And also leave your comments on what you think the table is doing, how well they're doing with the games. Number one, leave a comment on this video for this game. Hopefully the developer is going to be checking these, because we tend to be one of the only channels that's getting game by game out there. So hopefully they're checking the feedback. So I think the comments help them understand if they're in the right direction, maybe even gives some other developers some interest in the table. Again, like to get what we can on here. It's definitely a cool little device. And also, if you have not, follow us, subscribe. If you have already done so, we greatly appreciate it. If not, come back and check out the stuff, get notified, make sure that you've got that bell managed well, and you see all the different videos we put out each week, and we appreciate that support. Again, folks, thank you. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.